It's been almost a year since I've last podcasted, um, which is why I can't do this anymore without totally feeling awkward and laughing. Um, but since I only have like half an hour, I'm just going to do this. So when I lose it and start laughing, just bear with me. How have you been? I've been missing podcasting a lot, and I just recently thought, why don't I start again? For some reason, obviously, after giving birth to Philip, my son, everything was super hectic. Babies cost a lot of energy and time, and which is what I guess Mina from the Knitting Expat podcast is also experiencing, although she is podcasting, and I just totally didn't do anything. Well, I do stuff, but not podcasting. I don't have a lot of time, so I can't tell you everything, but if you're interested about the entire birth story and the first weeks after, tell me, and I'll tell you in the next podcast. If not, tell me you don't want to know. I can tell you a small piece of that, so you just know what happened. So I was 41 weeks pregnant, and then on a Monday, labor started at about 10 a.m. The 4th of July, actually. So I thought, hey, that's a good day to give birth. But Philip didn't come until the next day at almost 5 p.m. It was not a nice birth thing. And I actually said to the doctors that I wanted to kill myself. I meant it. It was no joke. So I do have a picture of how I looked after. This was me. A year ago. So I can tell you everything about it, but just that's the whole story. I had a vacuum extraction and stuff like that, and I couldn't walk. Also, if you want to laugh your ass off, please go back and watch a few videos of when I was super pregnant, because if I look back now, my face was so swollen. It was every time I see photos of myself in that phase, I start laughing instantly. So, knitting wise, I'm just going to tell you some projects I finished recently and some things I'm working on. And obviously, Philip's not here right now. He's with my mom and sister since I had to work yesterday. I do work 4 days a week, and because I have a really busy job, I do work a lot at night or in the weekends as well. So this week was 5 days plus the Saturday morning. Today's Saturday, and I just finished that work, and I thought, okay, let's use the rest of my time doing this. But my point was, what was my point? Oh, this still happens. I don't know. I don't know what my point was. And I do even have some sort of nose here, but you know me, when I start talking, it's like you can go on for hours, which I can't right now, so I really have to make sure I keep short. So I'm just going to show you some projects I finished recently, the things I'm working on, some acquisitions, or actually my recent acquisitions, because if I have had to show you everything that I bought in the last year, um, we would have a big pile here, and I can't have that big pile here when Seep is coming back from doing grocery shopping and stuff. Because then he knows that I have been a very bad girl. Oh, I know what my point was. The point was, today Philip's not here, but the next time I will be podcasting, he will be here. And I think I'm going to try to do that when he's asleep in the afternoon. But you might have some baby noises in the back. Or baby. He's not really a baby anymore because in about 2 weeks he has his first birthday already. July 5th. So it's crazy. I am not going to podcast every week because I just know that that's not realistic. So I'm going to try and podcast every 2 to 3 weeks. Also because in 1 week with my job and Philip, I'm not able to knit that much, so I won't have anything to show you guys. So let's just start with the knitting stuff. And if you want to see what he looked like when he was little, that's him. And in the end of this video, which is already pretty hectic and has no structure in it whatsoever, I will add in a couple of videos from Philip. And if you think, wow, she looks a little bit weird, I'm not wearing any makeup, and I see right now that it looks like I have a mustache, which I don't, but for some reason it kind of looks that way. Okay, but I'm going to show you what I finished recently, which is 2 featherweight cardigans. The first one is this one. I'm not sure. Yes, you can see that. I have to make sure that my computer is not going in sleep mode. So this one goes to just under my hips, and this is the back. Has sleeves that are actually kind of this length. I used 2 skeins of my own hand-dyed wool, a yarn which is Zazu Yarns in the, I think this is the Roses and Wine colorway. Yeah, pretty easy actually, this pattern. So I would highly recommend it because it's super simple, and the actual finished product. I'm hearing really weird sounds. The actual finished product is super wearable, and you can combine it with everything. It's nice and cozy and warm, and actually something you can wear really well in summer, like in the evening or whatever. We've already been to Italy for a week, and yeah, I've worn this quite a few times. So in the evening, bring it with me to a restaurant and stuff like that. So that's this one. And then I made one from yarn that I bought when I was just pregnant but didn't even know. From Lion brand, I guess, and it's 100% pure wool. And I'm not sure what else because I threw out the ball bands. But if you go back, a lot of podcasts, I'm showing the yarn somewhere. But this is it. It's a really big one. So it's a pretty long one, and it has long sleeves. I'm just going to put it on so you can see. And it's this one. I love this one because it's perfect for winter when you're really cold, but it's also perfect for springtime when you when you don't want to wear a coat anymore, but it is kind of chilly outside, so you have something to throw on. So I've already been wearing this one a lot. So this is it. So as you can see, it's pretty long, and well, yeah, I really like it, and it's really warm. So yay, because I'm always cold, if you remember. Then, because I have to speed through this, I'm working on a few things, which I'm just going to show you randomly. This is just a simple top-down sweater with the needle still in it. I'm using 2 balls of my own hand-dyed yarn in a new colorway, which I haven't named yet, and I'm not sure if I'm going to name it, or I'm just not sure. And then this colorway, which is Hedgehog Fibers. Yes. And I'm not sure in what colorway this is. The name of the colorway. So I will try and look that up next time and tell you. I did a twisted rib at the top, and then just alternated for the striping. So 4 rows for the Hedgehog Fibers, and then 8 rows for my own yarn, because I'm using the 3 balls. So that seemed logic. So working on that. Yeah. Then I am working on a baby, or actually toddler, cardigan for Philip's girlfriend, or at least his mom and I always keep telling that they are going to get married one day, or something like that, or at least start kissing somewhere behind the bushes. But I'm knitting this for her because obviously her birthday is coming up as well, because she's 1 week younger than he is. So her birthday's July 12th. So I'm knitting this. It's pink, red-ish pink, and it's simple cotton yarn, and it's just going to be a simple cardigan in, what's this stitch called? Rib stitch? No. I totally lost my thoughts. But you know what I mean. So I have to knit the sleeves, obviously, and knit or finish the body. And I think I'm just going to keep it this simple, because then it's easy to combine with everything. So that's that, and as I said, the yarn is like super simple cotton yarn, and this is the only thing, or the only yarn I have left from 2 balls, so it might be, I'm not sure if I'm going to make it, so I'm going to have to see what I'll do if I don't. So that's that. And then I am working on the Find Your Fate shawl, which I posted on Instagram about. Sorry, I saw some messages on my phone. Super distracted. And in that post, I actually promised to podcast. Actually Friday, but I forgot I had to work yesterday, so now it's Saturday. Hey. But I've worked on it quite a bit, so I'm going to show you. This is the first part. So this yarn is by another Dutch yarn dyer who's called Wol met Verve. I've been there, I've been to her shop about a week ago, and we had this really nice conversation about dyeing yarn, and super labor intensive and stuff like that. And her yarn, because she dyes really pretty yarn. And obviously I bought some stuff, which I'm going to show you. And I also bought this because I needed only one color for the Find Your Fade shawl, so I chose this one. Then, this is my own hand-dyed yarn in the 50 Shades of Brown colorway. And then this is also my own hand-dyed yarn, and I forgot what the colorway is named. Sorry, guys. But this is the ball. So that goes into the bluish stuff already. If you can see that, it's kind of bluish. And then we're going to this color, which is also my own hand-dyed yarn. Then this one, which is called Oasis, also my own hand-dyed yarn. And then this one, which is Moroccan Mint, also Zazu Yarns. And then that's kind of the fade. So this, and then like this. So I'm hoping this will be nice. And the thing I really like about the shawl is that you have different sections, so you won't get bored while it's really intuitive and you don't really have to think about stuff. So that's what I like. I like the different colors and the fact that it's going to be huge. So it's actually going to keep me warm through the winter. And as I already said, I'm always cold, so that's a big plus. So I'm working on that as well. Yeah, that's what I'm working on. Only 3 projects. Yes, since I have a baby, I can't have 12 projects anymore. Or I can, but I will never finish them. We're just being realistic these days. Then I'm going to show you my acquisitions, or my recent acquisitions. So I've been to Woolmatverve, as I said. This is her card. And I'm hoping that this won't be mirrored. I'm not sure. Which is where I bought these needles, Knit Pro Zings, in 2.5 millimeters, because I just want to try them, and I actually always use Magic Loop for socks and stuff. But for some reason, I really want to try these, like, what is it? Double pointed DPNs? Double pointed needles? Yes, DPNs. Okay, so that. Then I bought this cane because I just had to have it, like with these speckles in it. Hello. And it's her basic sock, and it's called Potluck. So I guess she was really lucky in the pot. Okay. Sorry, I always laugh at my own jokes the hardest. But hey, if you don't have to laugh, if you're not laughing about them yourselves, then don't bother telling them to anyone else. Then I bought this one, 2 skeins of this one actually. And this is the basic sock again, and then the colorway is, it doesn't say what the colorway is. But I really liked it because it's a really rich brown. So I was thinking maybe another cardigan, or pair it with some other color, and I don't know, but I really liked it, so I'm just going to do that. Then I bought these 2 mini skeins, 20 grams, which I'm not sure what I'm going to do with them, but I really like them, so I had to have them. And the funny thing is that this one actually looks a lot like the yarn from Hedgehog Fibers, which I have here, so I'm going to show you. Like, this is the yarn from my sweater. So it's kind of the same thing. I had to have it. Then I bought some stuff in Rome. Because I found we were there for a few days, and I found this really nice yarn shop, which I didn't expect because the Italians are not really, well, I never really saw a yarn shop that had luxury, hand-dyed yarns there. So I found one which also had hedgehog fibers, so I had to buy some. So this is the one I bought by hedgehog fibers. It's gray with kind of brownish speckles in it, and also a little bit of pink, and yeah. And I really liked it. It's called Construct on their sock yarn. And then I saw these two, and I had to have them because I love this. And this is Malabrigo lace, which is 100% baby merino wool in the rich chocolate colorway, which pretty much defines what the color is. And I already have yarn, the exact same yarn in another colorway. I'm not sure what the name was, but I'm not sure what I'm going to use them for. I did think that these were nice together, but now since these are singles and it's like pretty different yarn, I was thinking I could pair these. But I don't know. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with it. So I have all these nice yarns. And I actually have to stop recording, I guess. Which is a bummer because I've been gone for an entire year and then I come up with like a maximum of 25 minutes of podcasting, which is not what I intend to do next time, although they will be shorter. But since I didn't have a lot of time, I thought, okay, I could just not podcast or do at least a little bit. And I thought you guys would be happier if I would just do a little bit, rather have something instead of nothing. If not, then just don't watch this. So I really have to get into podcasting again. But I really miss talking to you guys and, seeing what your guys are working on. And just recently, I just decided to take more time to knit again and just, be a little bit more relaxed about stuff and, yeah, stuff like that. Yeah, so that's it, actually. I will include some videos I took from Philip because, yeah, if you're a mom, you probably know that you take photos and videos of your little one or little ones constantly, so I always also do that. So I'm just going to share some stuff. Some random stuff that's on my phone. Yeah, and I really hope that you like that I'm trying to get back and, like what I'm working on. And yeah, I hope you like this podcast. And I really hope that we get to chat again, So I hope you have a really nice week or 2 weeks or 3 weeks. I'm not sure when I'll be podcasting again, but at least in about 2 to 3 weeks. So hope to see you then. Bye.
Shook. 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 Hello.